Michele Bachmann had a town hall meeting yesterday, and she was talking to people in South Carolina, 600 people, and she decided to talk about why she is against abortion. Now, she talked about how she had a traumatic experience in her past nearly 20 years ago. I want to show you guys the video, and then we'll discuss it a little bit. Let's watch.
We became pregnant with a third baby, and it was an unexpected baby, but of course we were delighted to have this child. And the child was coming along, and we ended up losing that child. And it was devastating for both of us, as you can imagine, if any of you have lost a child. And at that moment, we didn't think of ourselves as overly career-minded or overly materialistic, but when we lost that child, it changed us, and it changed us forever. And so we made a commitment that no matter how many children were brought into our life, we would receive them because we're committed to life. And we didn't know at that time that we'd be foster parents and that one day we'd be parents of 28 children. But we are extremely grateful for that opportunity because you can get money wrong, but you can't get life wrong.
The part of that interview, or part of that speech that I didn't understand is when she went off on a weird tangent about how at that time they weren't career-minded and materialistic. What does that have anything to do with losing a baby? But anyway, the reason why I bring this video to everyone's attention is because, think about it, the reason why she's on this path of making abortion illegal and being pro-life, it's all revolving around the fact that she lost a baby 20 years ago. She went through something that was traumatic for her, and since she went through that, she thinks that her situation and her experiences in life should dictate how other women in their lives should live. Okay, she lost a baby, and it's like, oh no, I lost a baby, so because of that, I want to make sure that every woman out there who gets pregnant with a baby that they don't want has to have it. Okay, and Tom made a really good point about this. She's probably feeling this, this guilt that she shouldn't feel after she lost that baby. You know, a lot of women go through a lot of terrible emotions after they lose a baby, right? And for some reason, she's acting out with that guilt by trying to control the lives of other women. So to say I went through to say that I went through a miscarriage, and because of that miscarriage, I believe it should dictate the lives of all these other women, I don't think makes any sense.
Well, it seems like you're being tough on her, Anna, but I actually think you're not being tough enough. First of all, I don't believe her. I believe she was pro-life before that because she's a right-wing Christian zealot. She went to a right-wing Christian school, and she's always been a right-wing Christian. What, she wasn't pro-life before then? Before she was okay with abortion? I don't believe it for a second. I think what she's doing is she's using a real and emotional part of her life to try to get sympathy from people for her political positions. And so some of the things in that little part of the speech didn't make sense, as you pointed out, but the whole thing doesn't make sense. It's like saying, no, you know what, I had a miscarriage, and that's why I really think we shouldn't raise taxes. Okay,
I know.
But I'm not sure I see the connection at all, right? And remember the other thing that's happening that you reported a couple of days ago, which is throughout the country, some of the state governments are punishing people for having miscarriages, right? And that is under their banner of being pro-life, because they're saying, well, it was a life within you, and we passed a law saying that, if the baby dies, we're going to punish whoever did it. And shockingly enough, they almost never punish the men, and they punish the women who are actually carrying the children. So they make miscarriages illegal, and hence Michele Bachmann's whole story is the most ironic thing you've ever heard.
Right. And what's even more ironic is the fact that one of the states that's punishing women who have miscarriages is South Carolina. They've arrested a total of 300 women who either had miscarriages or delivered stillborn babies. Investigators would look into their past, and if there was anything the woman did wrong in the past, they would automatically tie that into either the miscarriage or the stillborn. So it's despicable, and I completely agree with you when it comes to her exploiting this situation that may or may not have happened in her past for political gain. And I think that it's definitely classless. And, even if it were true, and even if she were saying this, in all sincerity, what happened to you should have absolutely no impact on the lives of other women. So that was my take on that entire video. And of course, people in South Carolina, people in the audience loved it. They're like, oh, look at her. She went through something so traumatic and so horrible in her past. She's such a great woman, such a brave woman for sharing this part of her life with us. You know, and it's going to win. Like, I mean, it definitely worked with some people. JR?
Yeah, they're loving her, man. She's shooting up the charts. So we'll see how far it goes.
We are wearing awesome t-shirts today. It's not as obvious as it should be.
Yeah, this is...
It's a matador, matador. I wanted a shirt that looked cute and was comfortable, and this was it. But unfortunately, the logo isn't large enough. It's very silky and soft. Do you feel the softness?